Let's talk for a second about Millennial Grey. Now, I think the problem with Millennial Grey is twofold. The first of which is the mass production of utility, and which equals trends. So, for example, the business needs to think of ways to make profit, but they don't want to create anything new. God forbid. No, utility requires that we strip down all fundamental pattern and uniqueness into a base. Base is where we get utility because that is the smallest level of things that we can mass produce, right? So the business wants to mass produce the base of what we're looking for, which is a gray tone. It's both black and it's white at the exact same time. It's more utility than having a black wall and a white wall because it's millennial gray. So for example, the way that we've kind of talked about millennial gray has been that it's versatile. You can do it with anything. Again, utility, right? But the problem with it is that it lacks any creativity skill. Now, for the user, the person, most of the time, for many millennials, my age, even myself and people I know, we are looking for utility because we're tired and there's a lot going on in our lives and we have kids and we have bills. And there is a lot in our minds that we don't have the time to think about what's fun and what makes me feel good. Instead, what I'm thinking is utility. I need to get it done and I need to have it done by this point. So when it comes to both the business and the customer, there is an equalization there that we can meet because we are both looking for stripped down utility. Millennial gray, for example, or why you get millennial deep green. And the reason why is that deep green is actually just another form of millennial gray. Deep green is a forestry color. You can add browns, you can add maybe a little soft yellow in there because, the sun's coming through the trees. You can have a lot of like different brown tones, maybe a red, but like more of a cherry red. Those are more forestry things. And it's partly because maybe people want to go outside more often. And so they want to bring the inside into the house because we are too exhausted to go outside. But the thing is millennial gray it's an actual base for the forestry color. Like if you're to strip it down, it goes down to that. So really what we tend to make into trends is the utility of things. And then the problem is where we all lie here. The creativity is lost. Creativity is in every single one of us, but it is a skill. It demands practice. And for most of us who are busy, we can't always just practice creativity. So we're exhausted all the time. We're like, well, I'll just do what's easiest. Millennial gray. Creativity demands that we think more intentionally about the color tones that we choose. We think more intentionally about the way I want to live in my room, whether this color matches that color. Now, to be fair, I'm kind of a believer that I think matching colors is a little silly sometimes because we get obsessive over it and I feel like let live, right? I think that you can still work with these utilities, these trends, if you will, and make them unique because millennial gray doesn't mean that all four walls need to be gray. It could mean that one wall is gray, but it has patterns on it and it has different color tones in it. Or it could mean that you, instead of buying a white couch, you buy a red couch. Like there are options for you. If you're tired of the millennial gray, you have to think more intentionally about it because really millennial gray says a lot about where we are in society and where you are as a person and less about millennial gray itself. Let me know what you think.